What's up, guys? Knowledge is up to terminate. Oh, for fuck's sake. Sorry about that loud ass shit. So I was watching a Dr. Boyce Watkins video, and I just wanted to make a real quick video. I want to, this is to my black people, in all races, but my black people, the coons, and the white supremacists out there, no matter what pigment your skin is. Michael Vick, god damn it, who was the reporter, the Fox News reporter? I can't remember his name. I don't want to say a name and it not be the right one, who said that Michael Vick deserved the death penalty for fighting dogs. Yes, it was a very egregious and heinous thing to do. I'm not an animal lover, but at the same time, I don't want to see anything or anybody be victimized unnecessarily, And I don't think there's ever a reason to victimize anyone. But said Michael Vick deserved the death penalty for fighting dogs. But white cops who kill unarmed black men, women, and children do not deserve the death penalty. Now take a second to let that swirl around in your melon for a minute and just really listen to that contrast. Michael Vick was convicted 10 years ago, or close to 10 years ago, for dogfighting he did over 10 years ago. And in this day and age, white media people, reporters, correspondents are saying that he deserved the death penalty for fighting dogs, while white cops who are still killing black people, no one is testifying against them deserving, or testifying on the behalf of all those murdered black people, saying that these white cops should get the death penalty. Do you guys understand that contrast? What was the kicker from the Giants? What's his name? Josh Brown. Over 40 times his wife called the police to report him beating the crap out of her. The NFL finally did something to him, within the last couple of years, and suspended him for a few games. While Ray Rice, and this is no excuse on Ray Rice at all, you should never, ever, ever put your hands on a woman, ever. Open hand, closed fist. You can always walk away. You're the bigger, stronger person. That's not a testament to how macho or manly you are. But he knocked his wife out. Josh Brown, and he hasn't had an incident like that since. The woman has since married him. The white kicker from the Giants. Over 40 phone calls to the police for his wife reporting spousal abuse, and he only got a few days game suspension. Are you serious? White judge beat the brakes off of his wife, fractured her orbital bone. He can still be a judge. He can still be on the bench, not be disbarred at all. Nobody raises a stink about that. Bill Cosby is accused of drugging and raping countless women, just scores of women, while Bill O'Reilly has current sexual harassment charges. Feminists went after Bill Cosby, but none of them went after Bill O'Reilly, right? Are you guys understanding the narrative of what I'm trying to say? Do you get where I'm coming from? Do you understand the contrast? You say that white supremacy does not exist, and at every turn, you guys blatantly show that white supremacy is an actual real thing. O.J. Simpson, for instance, white people want him to pay for Nicole Simpson's death and murder so bad that they still accuse him, even though he's been acquitted. They're still after him to this day for everything that he's done, or allegedly has done, or he was accused of doing and was acquitted of doing. Robert Blake murdered his wife, shot her, and we know he did it, and he still got off. And white people to this day do not drag his name through the mud. And you're telling me that white supremacy doesn't exist? Why not make an issue of what this man has done? Why not talk about that? Ben Roethlisberger has been accused of rape, but feminists aren't all over him. White people aren't reporting on that. The white media isn't reporting on that, but they won't ever let you forget what Bill Cosby's done, or has allegedly done, or been accused of doing. They won't ever let you forget that. But they say that white supremacy doesn't exist. And when black people bring up these issues and hold in contrast situations dealing with white people versus black people, they always say you're race baiting, when all you're doing is telling the truth. I'm going to borrow Coach Shetland Harris's line. How are you going to explain this? How are you going to explain this? Two black cops accidentally kill a white kid while they were in pursuit of his fugitive father, who had broken the law, who had just beat the crap out of his girlfriend, who actually tried to run the cops over with his vehicle. And at the final moment, they decided to open fire on this dude, accidentally killed the kid. Both of these black cops get 40 years. White cops are being acquitted, one after another, for killing black people. And then, on top of being acquitted, people are sponsoring them in GoFundMe accounts, raising hundreds of thousands of dollars for these dudes. They're able to retire and get their full pensions. I mean, are you kidding me? But black cops who accidentally kill a white kid get 40 years off rip. White cops who kill us intentionally get paid and rewarded for doing so. How can you explain this ever-present and obvious contrast in the way justice is delivered in this country? The notion that justice is blind is complete bullshit, because white people see you for who you are and they judge you accordingly. And when I say for who you are, I mean the color of your skin, your race, your nationality. Justice cannot be blind if the people who are passing judgment on you aren't going by the actual letter of the law and basing each case on its own merits. No, they're not. They're basing their decisions on how to prosecute you on what your skin color is. What is your nation of origin? What is your religion? You understand what I'm saying? What is your belief system? Because if you're non-white, you really better be careful in the judicial system. And they're showing this every time. How can justice be blind if the people who are accusing you and just judging you are not? How can they? No, you know what would make the judicial system fair? This would make it fair. If the juries are given just the facts and the truth, or well, just the facts of a case. They go into the jury box blindfolded. They don't even get to see the person that's actually being accused of a crime. All they have is the information about the case itself. And let's see how a lot of those convictions get overturned and how a lot of those acquittals turn around. I mean, just perform that experience, that experiment. I would love to see that, because the statue of justice, the image, the construct of justice is always a woman blindfolded. Why aren't juries blindfolded? Judges, prosecutors. Why aren't these people blindfolded? So that they can make their decisions based on the evidence at hand and not what you look like. How can you explain this obvious contradiction, this hypocrisy, and this contrast that I just put in front of you?